After the long await, One Punch Man Volume 23 is now here. So at the moment, this is the newest volume out. I'm not sure when the next volume's going to come out, so it could be a long time from now. But anyway, let's just get into this and make the most of what we got for now. So at the top we got Saitama with the sun just glazing down, with him just looking cool. And this is what it looks like with Volume 22 next to Volume 23 to make the joint picture. And here are both the bottom covers of the front. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Honestly, with this cover, I did sort of think this was going to be Saitama versus Orochi, but yeah, it's a bit too soon for that. Here's the back. Here's the back with the previous volume. So I looked online and volume 23 doesn't have an extended bottom cover. Instead it has this promotional art of Saitama and Garou and Siryu looking like how they do in the anime, but it's drawn by Yusuke. And here's the side. So we just got Saitama in the picture here. And yeah, here's the two sides together. And here's a picture of the extended sides. Yeah, obviously like last time it's the same as the very back where the extended sides are in the back of the volume here. And now we're going to get into it, and as usual we've got our message at the very start. With the fictional sign and volume drawing. I like this is quite cool. With our characters and our chapters list. And I do quite like this drawing here, it's quite nice. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people online were talking about this part of the drawing, but just don't look too much into it, it's just really good art, you don't have to find any secrets. So the volume has a bit of a slow start. It basically has Atomic Samurai's disciples pretending to be scared and captured, and then defeating this monster. And they all just figure themselves out and continue their journey in the Monster Association's base. Yeah, the fight does take a while, but eventually ends, and you get a bit of Pig God eating a monster. And that's the end of that chapter, and you get to see how old these characters are. Still a bit of them here. But yeah, then it cuts to Atomic Samurai doing some cool stuff. And he takes down G5. So it's got some quite cool samurai versus samurai thing going on here. I just love this transition. So they're both doing their attacks. Then suddenly Atomic Samurai emerges victorious. But then obviously G5 escapes. Now this is my favourite part of this volume. This is my personal highlight. The introduction to Black Sperm. So Terrio is scared, and Black Sperm is just chasing him, only wanting to kill him. You know, nothing harmless. And he gets attacked by Atomic Samurai, but he obviously dodges. With a little drawing of him there. It's pretty convenient that we got this drawing, as Halloween wasn't too long ago from when this volume came out. Now, we get a 5 minutes later thing of all these heroes up above ground fighting. Honestly, I don't feel like this was necessary. I do feel like it took me out of the action of Atomic Samurai and Black Sperm a little bit. It just suddenly cuts to all this, and Saitama defeating a monster to come out from underground. Then Saitama goes back underground, kind of making him coming up a bit pointless if he's just gonna go back under. So I guess it's because Child Emperor thought he was saving him. And then it cuts back to Atomic Samurai versus Black Sperm. Though honestly I really do think that entire segment here could have been actually before Black Sperm versus Atomic Samurai or after it. I just feel like it kind of got in the way of the fight a bit and took me out of what's going on. But yeah, we're back to this, which I really like. And we get the infamous "Are you looking down on me" face. And we finally learn of his power. That he can multiply millions and trillions of times. No matter how much you cut, he's just going to keep coming back. This is the true power of a dragon level threat. I just really love this panel here. It's just really cool just seeing like a wall of black sperm. Honestly, I think quite a lot of people agree with me on this, but he's one of the best executives in the Monster Association. You know, he's a lot of people's favourites. Yeah, so Atomic Samurai is defeated and he caves in the walls and ceilings to protect himself, to get away. Next is Zombie Man versus Homeless Emperor, who's also a dragon level threat. And this fight is pretty interesting. It's very similar to the webcomic as well as the Black Sperm fight. You just get to see a bit about him. And yeah, Zombie Man just getting annihilated and regenerating. So here we're kind of getting an idea of what these energy blasts are capable of. Obviously with Vaccine Man we saw that they could blow up cities, but this is the effect they have on humans, just burning them alive like that. And keep in mind, Zombie Man is pretty much like a normal guy, just with regeneration. So if he didn't have that power, this is kind of what would happen to him, and any other normal people who don't have powers. So he's kind of lucky he has his regeneration there. Otherwise he's just a guy with a gun and an axe. And here we have an introduction to God. This is his first appearance in the manga. Again, this is the kind of good foreshadowing I like about God. I don't like the foreshadowing that comes later on, because this is all we need right now, and it's quite interesting. And here I'd like to mention that Homeless Emperor and Vaccine Man have the same energy balls, it's been confirmed, and I don't think it's a coincidence that they're both dragon level threat, and we now know where Homeless Emperor got his powers from, his origin, so it wouldn't be a wild accusation to assume that Vaccine Man was also created by God. With a picture of Mizuki here, and a little picture of Homeless Emperor there. And the next fight is Putty Putty Prisoner, obviously. Fighting some monsters, basically nothing works on him. And yeah, he just wipes them out. Before obviously fighting the dragon level threat, Nyan. He fights his own prisoners and kills them after chasing Nyan, and grows this gross body hair. But obviously he loses it and gets like the scar on his chest. I have a feeling it's probably going to be permanent. A bit of Pig God versus Gums, another good fight, very short, but you don't really need to drag it out too much. And the final fight, and how this volume ends, Super Alloy Darkshine versus Bug God. This is really cool. I love how it does stay true to the webcomic. He becomes in his transformed state. Darkshine kills him in one punch anyway. That's his power. When you get the little remake of a Mai Mask and Pig God. And here we got Saitama eating some ramen. And that has been One Punch Man Volume 23. I did enjoy Atomic Samurai vs Black Sperm and Bug God vs Darkshine. Those are my two favourite parts of this volume. Though obviously not perfect, like I said before, there was a few things that took me out of the experience a little, but overall good volume. There won't be another volume for quite a while. We haven't even got Volume 24's cover design yet for Japan, so expect it to be a very long wait until the next volume. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.